A warm welcome, my dear students, in our health class. To formally start our discussion, first, let us identify the following. Content standard. Performance standard. And most essential learning competencies. To jumpstart, let us recall the definition of health. It is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It is most often being related to solely the physical well-being of an individual. It is not more than looking healthy, but an individual must also be feeling, thinking, and interacting healthy to achieve wellness. For the pretest, identify the common stressors of teenagers like you. You are going to guess the different icons of common stressors behind each circle. Let us see the different icons of common stressors for teenagers. For today's topic, we will continue the discussions of third quarter Health 7 about mental and emotional health. Let us begin with common stressors. The word stressor refers to the things that make a person stressed. It may also refer to what you feel when you react to a pressure, either from the outside world or from yourself. Example, wanting to fit in or do well in school. At this point, let us try to reflect. Have you ever experienced any of the following situations? Teenagers, like adults, may experience stress every day and can benefit from learning stress management skills. Most teens experience more stress when they perceive a situation as dangerous, difficult, or painful, and they do not have the resources to cope up. Some sources of stress for teens include family, school, community, and peers. Aside from common stressors brought about by our experience with our family and friends in our environment, loss, death, and grief also affect everyone regardless of race, gender, or age. Death, loss, and grief may greatly affect the mental and emotional health of a person. For the next slides are the different definitions of the following. Death is part of one's life. It refers to the end of the physical being of a person. It is irreversible and we must accept it. causes of death are either of the following: illness, aging, and accident. Next is loss. It occurs when someone dies or life situation changes or ends. It is defined as having something or someone leave or be taken away from you. A feeling of grief when something is gone or decline in money. Grief. It refers to emotional suffering caused by loss, disaster, or misfortune. It is a feeling of extreme sadness. Grieving is a normal, natural, and healthy response to loss. Grieving is important and healthy to one's well-being. It is important to grieve because it is also a way to release distress. Releasing bad stress from the body through different actions such as crying may result to an ease of feeling. It is also a sign of the capability of a person to heal and move on. Grieving is most often associated with death only. But if you recall its definition, it is the suffering caused by three factors: loss, disaster, and misfortune. People may also grieve after experiencing earthquake, typhoons, tsunamis, storm surges, and other natural disasters. These people may have lost their properties and other important things needed for every day. People may also grieve for misfortune, such as losing any valuable materials, getting robbed, or failed in an examination. People may also suffer from experiences such as separation from friends and conflict with others. The next part is the 7 stages of grief by Kubler-Ross model. These are shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, testing, and acceptance. Shocks is the initial paralysis of hearing the bad news. Denial is trying to avoid the inevitable. Anger is the frustrated outpouring of bottled-up emotion. Bargaining is the seeking in vain for a way out. Depression is the final realization of the inevitable. While testing is the seeking realistic solutions. And then finally, the acceptance. It is the finding the way forward. For your performance task entitled My Support Web. In this activity, you will identify important people in your life who may give you support in stressful situations. Who are the people who may provide and whom you can ask advice from? Write their names and pictures. That is the end of my presentation. I hope you learned something about mental health. Here are the references that I've used in doing my presentation. Photos used here are from Canva. This has been your teacher for today, Mrs. Cynthia Soledad S. Aspe. Thank you for watching my video lesson. Before I end, let me share with you something to ponder. Do not be confused my bad days as sign of my weakness. Those are actually the days I am fighting my hardest. Keep safe, grade 7!